kidding.
excessively drink.
Oh.
But enough about me.
Alright, Havoc fails theirs.
Yay!
I'm waiting on a toner's roll.
Tuna.
Oh, I'm
In
sorry.
advance, I'm not going to be very vocal tonight.
20 will.
Oh no.
22 if it's a fear effect.
I'm pretty sure that passes.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So, what a toner ends up seeing is basically the darkness that's encircling Snow's face ends up extending away from her face, and the blood that was all over now starts pooling around her eyes like a vortex as she ends up roaring out at him.
Oh boy.
What Havoc sees
Oh boy.
as Snow raises her arm is a blinding flash of light, and all of her limbs stop working and she collapses to the ground.
And she
Oh
hears her mother's voice.
no!
Ooh.
Wait,
Um,
Snow falls to the ground or I fall to the ground?
You fall to the ground.
Oh.
And our third, well, Atoner and our other friend here see Twitch detach from Snow and ready up the heavy cannon to fire on them.
Oh, lovely. Well, what does it mean if I'm on the ground? What like condition do I have?
All your cybernetics are disabled.
Ah!
I can't do anything with my tokens.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do this.
Same.
Here.
It's not working for anybody. Okay. Quick sec.
I was gonna click on my token to roll for initiative.
Oh yeah, I can't even do it myself. That's nothing new.
And Brandon, you're gonna have to say whether or not the first or second part for Havoc is a thing.
I can move Kalani.
It's the same thing every week.
No, I'm
I mean,
joking.
I'll-
Kalani isn't
I-
here anymore.
I can't move anyone.
No, me neither.
Sorry, Brandon. I was just razzing you.
But I
You're good.
left it up to Brandon to decide if Snow was going to be able to puppet string Havoc or
Oh.
just deaden all their limbs so they cannot move at all.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. Engineer. Engineer, and you're mostly a robot.
Yeah.
Quick
I
second.
am in danger.
I'm gonna copy the previous pieces that I had and try it this way. Oh, okay, I got you. I know why it's not working for anybody. I placed the map and never went out of the map thing. Gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna go here.
I mean, most of the time, whenever I end up putting like people's pieces on the board, I just take it from like their icon thing, so it even has like all the link stats to their character sheet.
That's what I did. And when I went to I double clicked on it and it said action controlled by character who has access to this. And I was like, oh, that's weird. It should work now for everyone except for Jen, which I'm doing.
I mean, I got Twitch, but I don't have Snow yet.
There you go. It should be good to go.
There we go.
And then Connor, are you okay? Is it moving now?
No, I have no cursor on there.
Okay, try now.
Okay, now I can move.
I can move.
But your character can't.
Let's see. For Havoc, odds or evens?
Hmm.
Oh boy. Odds.
Okay. If it is
Die.
odds, if it is odds, I guess I'll give you the not so lethal one. If it's odds, you won't be able to move as just the parts that are cybernetic in you just are disabled. If it is evens, you just feel this like magnetic pull, almost like of marionette strings. As
Ooh.
Snow like kind of moves a hand gesture, you feel like the urge or your body kind of like swivel in that direction as well.
Ooh. That wasn't a good hiss.
Ooh.
I mean, that was my soda, but
Oh, I thought I just heard Brandon going.
The soda of your doom.
the
Ooh.
soda of your doom.
I'm gonna have you roll it too, and we'll have that.
Mm.
That
You
roll.
decide your own fate.
Yeah.
Oh boy. 2.
Oh.
That's evens.
Yeah.
I picked odds. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, your
That's
body
that.
goes limp, and you do not have control over your body anymore.
That's gonna make this really hard now.
This is real funny. I don't like this
Oh
joke.
boy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just on the surface. Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
Gunnar would be singing Tiny Dancer. God damn it.
Exactly, it just works.
Was the
As
initiative?
I'm just finishing up the grave I'm making for Kalani.
Oh my god.
Was there an initiative rolled for Captain Snow?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
rolled it.
good.
I'm on the turn order.
I'll roll again so it gets on the turn order thing.
I don't know why mine didn't go in the turn order.
Because you have to select your icon first before you do the roll.
Ah.
That's true.
Oh. That's kind of cheap. Cause that dang.
I mean, you could also change it.
I can change it.
Yeah, if you
there we
click
go.
on the numbers there.
No wait, let me change it. Eek. Oh. Oh. What?
Oh, okay, got it. All right, so the ones that I put here on the map layer, you actually don't see. I was getting duplicates as everyone changed it. I'm like, why is there another one popping up?
Because you didn't
Okay.
delete the old ones first, and then we start
Got
adding
you.
on.
Am I
There we
seriously
go.
the first up?
So let's do this.
6.
I'm seriously the first up.
No, I am.
You're 04, I'm 1.
I automatically win all contests because I'm an operative.
What?
I have never heard that ever.
I have this thing where I automatically win all
Is it a feat?
Yeah, put that in the Roll20 chat, like the full word by word verbatim.
Okay, let me find it. Hold on.
Yeah, no, because that just seems like it's very weirdly, like, specific.
Constant alert. A third degree feat. Rerolls inits and auto wins ties. So let me find it. Hold on. Constant alert.
Here, let me copy paste it. Whoop.
I got it now.
Control. Boop. posted.
Was that on your re-rolled check?
Oh no, that's the second attribute of it.
Yeah, it says once per day you can reroll your initiative check. You also
You-
win, so it's not you need to do the second initiative check to have it
Yeah.
happen.
Okay.
Okay, that's a thing.
I was gonna say I actually didn't know about that either. Okay. So let me switch the order real
Ow.
quick. Right. That's. Can we see everyone's initiative now?
Can I reset mine to 11?
You should be able to change it, but yeah, what is 11? There it is. Cool.
There we go, I fixed it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going last. Even though my puppet is going last.
Yay!
Okay. So this is the initiative order, and we'll follow it up. Start with Katina.
Alright, I dive for the nearest, I guess, iceberg or whatever that would give me some,
The nearest coverage.
coverage.
Sorry, there's no 5G down here.
I pull the static arc pistol out, and I will
There's no 5G because Snow has it all on lockdown.
I'll use it to attack Twitch.
You're attacking Twitch?
Yeah.
$17 misses.
Oof.
And then, because I'm doing my full attack, I get 3 tries at it. Whoop.
That's a whole lot.
Just
There's also the minus numbers for making the full attack.
Huh?
Are you
You-
also taking the minus numbers for making the full attack?
No, it's an operative thing.
Anytime you make a full attack, you take negative things to it. Like the
Because I
normal negative would be a -4.
Well, wait, is it the triple attack or a trick attack?
No, the triple attack.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna have
Yeah,
looked
out
into the
of
rules
the-
of that
Yeah,
because
that-
I can do
yeah.
a triple attack, but I have to do it at a -5 at least.
Yeah.
I believe the thing with operatives is that they get triple attack, but theirs stays at a -4. They don't get like an increased like penalty to it.
But, so there's still a negative, is basically what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's not like just
It's
a straight
still
flat
a
roll.
negative.
Yeah, I believe they still have the -4, but like it doesn't become like a -5 or a -6 like other classes that get like 3 attacks for theirs.
Triple
Right.
attack.
Yeah, if it's a -4 and that hasn't been calculated in there, then only one of them hits.
Full attack says it's full attack with melee ops special or small arms is 3 instead of 2.
Triple attack. You
So
can
yeah,
still
so the
roll an
-4 would
attack.
still apply to that because it.
Attack. Triple attack.
And the one of them hits and it just barely so with that negative.
Yeah, so it's still a full attack, which means you still take the -4, but you can make 3 of them instead of the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Meanwhile,
that's
like Soldier and Solarian, theirs is like you get 3, but you get like an increased penalty.
Mm.
Yeah. That 32 and that 18 don't count because I don't know why.
Yeah, I just
No.
counted the 3, 8, and 16. Only the 16
Yeah.
hit, and it barely hit with the minus to it.
Okay. That is 1d6. That's 5. And it has a special of stun.
I think it's a crit effect.
That was
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
the crit.
Well, no, because it says here the crit effect is an arc too, so it basically arcs over to.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It's a
Stun,
non-lethal
it's
weapon.
non-lethal.
Stun
Yeah.
is just listing as non-lethal.
Yeah, stun basically means that you can set
Means
it to
that if they
non-lethal
go
without
down,
penalty.
they're
Yeah, and I went for the stun effect.
I mean, it just means that it's non-lethal.
that just means that it won't kill Twitch,
Yeah.
which won't happen until he drops to his hit points or whatever.
I mean, it's also a robot, so stun
Yeah.
effects like that. Brendan, you're gonna have to double check with that, but I remember with this machine in particular, stun effects cause no damage.
Yeah, let me pull up the stat from where I got Twitch from the start. I'm gonna do that in the
Because
background.
you guys ran into that and had a hard time trying to finish it off because the one person that could hit it had stun and didn't cause any effect.
Like me.
Yeah, this is the same drone from that.
Black Sword didn't come here to kill. He only came here to have fun. And now I can't even have that.
Okay, I'm still looking it up first.
Da-da-da.
You can continue going. I'm just looking up what where this stat originated from.
It was from the first
Very-
book.
The first module is the cocoon like turret that I was quote unquote copying Portal from.
Are you still
Yeah,
there?
it's the incident at Absalon Station is the book that it's from.
Okay, let me see. This is it has construct immunities. Immune to bleed, death effects, disease, mind affecting, necromancy, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning. So
Oop.
yeah. Also immune to ability damage, ability drain, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, non-lethal damage, and any effects that requires a fort save.
So if it go down, it go down.
Yeah. Good luck.
So yeah, you hit it and it had no effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did the damage.
I would know that a stun effect wouldn't do anything to it, so it goes for the damage. Because
And what was the damage again?
Hearing to know if it'll work or not.
What was the damage?
5.
All right.
Yeah, it only does 1d6, so it's not a lot, but.
I need to put Snow's health and everything on this token.
Alright. Guess I should roll a perception roll.
Because didn't contact Connor.
As I'm just finishing up Kalani's grave and like burying her in it. Let's see if I see anything or hear anything.
With a 28, unfortunately, you still don't hear it.
That was a low roll.
Yeah.
This is like I have a plus 19, so
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm getting low rolls on this online roller. So, all right. Well, I don't know what's going, so I'm just waiting there. Like, fuck are these guys doing? Taking forever.
How's that shovel feel?
I don't have a shovel, so I probably just used my hands.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's a good thing you're Vlocket and used to the cold.
Exactly. I'm used to having to dig through like frozen ground. This ain't nothing.
Okay. That's over.
Right. No has to make a will saving throw. As a toner, he gets his 1 point of photon attunement, then uses his hypnotic glow feature.
Where is it? There it is.
Ooh.
Alright.
Ooh.
With the +5, that fails. Sweet. So, you are now charmed for 11 rounds.
Hey!
And I can also command you to halt approach or flee on every one of those
Sleep.
turns.
Wait a second. Out of character. Is a toner now giving the captain orders?
Apparently.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm the
I am
captain.
the captain now. I am the captain now.
Alright, I don't know how that's gonna interfere with the thing, Brandon.
I'm gonna say that it is gonna override it because
Yeah.
this spell was in effect for what, like 8 or 7 more rounds.
Yeah.
How
or
many
10
rounds will that work for?
1 round per Solarian level, so 11 rounds.
So you would outclass every time the thing came up.
Okay. All right. We'll say that it overrides it.
Alright.
Yeah. As a standard action, you convince one living creature you are to be trusted. This functions as charm person, but with a duration of 1 round per Solarian level. And regardless if you're successful or not, you can't do it again on the same person for 24 hours. And influence over the creature ends once duration has expired. And when I'm attuned to Photon, I can also command them to approach, flee, or halt as per the command spell.
I know that was part of a glare, but were there any words or anything said? Like paint the picture of what just happened.
Yeah, a toner, he like his solar moat like sort of expands and like gives him just like this like glowing aura. And like as he speaks, his like voice sounds like sort of melodic, like he's almost like singing even though he's not actually singing. And his like eyes just like glow like the which part of the eye is the color part? Is that the iris?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like his iris is just turned like pure gold, even the robotic one.
God.
And as he just is like sort of does the Chris Pratt approach thing from Jurassic World. And he's just like, "It's easy, easy there, Captain. It's all right. We ain't gonna hurt you. Just stay calm. We'll get through this."
Just sing like the Halo song to her.
Oh.
Oh.
And then the
As
building
his
starts
eyes
falling apart.
glow.
Please tell me it's the Mjolnir remix.
It's the thing. It's like, oh wow, what a beautiful thing, and then you get the.
The building starts falling apart, and we all have to ride Twitch like a warthog.
Oh god, it's the Warthog run.
Oh my goodness.
At least that's what I think it's called. It's called the Warthog Run, right?
I believe so.
I think. Alright, so.
Okay. Technically, Captain Snow's supposed to be the threat, and you have the threat charm. However, there is Twitch.
I mean, Twitch operates entirely under Captain Snow's command.
So I guess after the effect happens, did you give a command just now?
You like telling her to like stand down, hold still.
Cease.
Okay.
Cease your heresy.
Captain Snow just kind of halts in place. Twitch was arming up to fire. I don't know if that would still go off for now. I'm gonna leave that in your hands.
God, that. It's like, it was. I mean, they're linked through the AI cortex. But I guess I could do evens and odds to see if it follows that last command.
Okay. I will have Blake call evens or odds. Whatever one Blake calls will be the success,
Yep.
and I will have you roll.
Evens.
I'll do the online roller.
And by the way, the specific condition, if you just want to see what the condition is,
Of course.
is
Uh,
dazed.
Go ahead again. The specific condition.
Yeah, the specific condition for ordering someone to halt is dazed, which is you are unable to act normally. You can take no actions, but have no penalty to your AC.
Yeah, so Snow is completely shut down.
Yeah. The
Jubilee,
dazed
on the
condition
other
typically
hand,
lasts. Yeah, it says dazed condition typically lasts 1 round, but since this lasts, like I can renew this every turn that I have the ability up, so it's basically 11 turns of daze.
And it's just a matter of, can you guys stop Twitch? Because Twitch got its order. And it is to full auto fire on the three of you.
oh boy. And I cannot move.
And I'm in cover.
Alright, so that is... multi-wave laser. Where did I have the ammo thing listed?
I had all my
There it is.
stamina points back, right? Yeah.
Alright, 40 divided by 4. Wait, come on. 4 divided by 3. Alright, so everyone is going to take 3 attacks. The first against a toner. It's 1, 2.
Oh, whoops.
3 against a toner. 1 is a nat 20.
Come the cards.
Also the only one that hits, and one of them, or wait, is that a net? No, not that one.
No, that's the damage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I... Huh.
Alright, let me know, Jim.
Can I prevent wounds?
Go.
Since I don't have control over my body?
Is it like verbal only? Because that's about all you can
I don't know.
do.
It doesn't specify. That's the problem. It just says that it's a supernatural ability.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to Brennan to say whether or not it was verbal and semantics or verbal.
What kind of?
It's laser, so electric burning range.
Okay. Bleed for 1d6 rounds. This bleed effect worsens by 1d6 each round until the condition ends.
Oh.
This was for bleed.
This is the special effect on the card.
Yeah.
So basically, a toner or Jen roll a d6.
Let me get these character sheets out of the way. D6.
Okay, so 4 rounds, you're going to have a bleed effect, and each time the round goes by, you're going to add another d6 to the damage. So by the end of your bleed effect, you'll be taking 4d6 damage.
And on top of the 71 standard, and an extra 3d6 for the burning. Which I don't know why I didn't roll that on its own.
How does Twitch work? Like, what's the mechanics of how Twitch functions?
It is
like,
a drone.
Act without. Well, yeah, but I mean, can it still act without being controlled?
Yes, it actually has a like a moderate level AI, which is the advanced level stuff for the mechanic. Alright, So just rolled a 12 for the extra burning damage, and it was what 1d6 to start for the bleeding.
I believe so.
Connell.
Hmm?
The bleeding starts at 1d6.
It starts at 1d6, and then the next round will be 2d6, the next round 3d6, and the last round 4d6.
All right, so that's the extra 4 damage from that.
I'll leave that out.
So yeah, 3, 6, 71, 83,
Wait a minute.
85 total damage.
You also said it was electricity, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's laser, so electricity, fire.
Okay, because the extreme's electricity. But it also here's the silver lining. Bonus effect: if the target is a technological construct, it takes only your orders for 1d6 rounds, which a toner is not.
All right.
So it doesn't matter.
Okay, good.
Okay, good. So the second one is going. The second barrage is going towards Havoc, who is ultimately helpless against it. So I don't know how you want to handle that, Brandon.
And with this, it was. I mean,
It was full auto fire, so everyone takes 3 shots each, and Havoc is completely unable to move. And it hasn't been their turn yet, so technically flat-footed as well.
oh
Yeah,
my
I'll take the L.
Okay, there it is.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the roll for the 3,
Ouchie, mama.
number 2, number 3. Alright, so on your flat-footed, which I think is a -2 to your AC class, does the 23 hit, or is it just the 32 that hits?
Okay, first of all, it's EAC.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what debuff do I get to my EAC?
Flat-footed, so it's a -2.
-2, so that's gonna be a 24.
Alright, so only the one of them hit. Good.
But
Cause,
it's the highest one though.
yes, the
Yeah.
highest damage roll.
Uh,
So 37 to you. I mean, at least you didn't take a toner's damage.
Yeah.
ouchie, mama.
How much was that again?
80 something. Let me go back. That was 71 plus 83, 85 total.
And you said it was fire electric?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 75 then.
All right. And the last 3 for Kalani.
Hey, Katina.
Yeah,
And
Katina.
I'm covered. I'm in cover, so I don't know how much cover.
That's up to Brendan
I mean, cover
to
usually
determine
just
if
adds
it's...
a +2.
It
Yeah.
depends on if it's partial, half, or 3/4.
Whatever gets closest to me, so that's up to Brendan.
It would have. It would
Well,
have.
you did attack, so you're probably not in
Yeah.
full cover.
It'd be
So
the partial, so that'd be a +2. for
yeah,
partial.
if I remember correctly, partial is +2.
All right, so first one, second one,
So 27.
and third.
15, and waiting on that third one.
The third one was the 15.
Oh, okay.
It's the 32, 27, and 15.
Okay. And this was against EAC, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
+2, so the 15 doesn't hit, but the other 2 do.
All right,
Okay,
so
so
that's
that's
49.
49 points of damage.
Yeah, 28 and 21 total. So yeah, 49.
49. All right. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay. I'm actually gonna put the initiative on hold since it is at this point a toner has managed to kind of suppress the effect that had Snow kind of being controlled at the moment. So I'm gonna take the initiative order off.
And
Unless the toner has a
Twitch,
different yeah,
I mean,
unless the
Twitch
toner has
also ran completely out of ammo and requires Snow to reload it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I could continue because technically a toner would have the bleed condition, but with all of you there and Snow seeming to like stop Snow's action, I think it's just safe to say that we can take the initiative off and
Yeah,
Mm.
spend more time focusing on the story.
for a bit of time.
Uh,
Havoc can't move. Snow is non-operational, and Jubilee is standing there aggressively.
But I will ultimately leave this up to what a toner's going to do because he does have the command for another 9 rounds.
Mhm.
So is it going to be? Are you going to have it halt or any other selection after just having a clip kind of loaded into you?
Still halt, although he's obviously like pained.
Stop. Get some
Oh.
help.
Stop doing that.
Stop it. Get some help.
I can
Yeah,
just
like-
roll all the d6s all at once. Those the 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 total d6s. So yeah, 41 total after the time lapse.
You will still be okay, like after all of that, right?
That's what I'm doing the math for.
Okay. Because if not, I would say that probably Katina does have healing things on her.
I mean, the 80.
I would just have to wait till she comes back to consult. Like, what are you going to use?
Y'all also probably still have, well, I don't know about Toner. He don't probably have any resolve points.
That would put me down to 11 HP.
Alright, so you're still up. Thank God. Thank God. I did not want to kill 2 characters off in a row like that.
Oy.
On the same place.
In the same
In
room.
the same room. Just different dimensions.
Yeah, he would also radio Gunner during all this craziness and be like, "Hey, we could use your help down here, but be careful. Don't make any like sudden moves or anything. That thing that got you a while back got the captain, but I have things under control."
Told you guys we just walked. And I just start making my way over to the elevator. I'm not even gonna like call it up. I'm just gonna jump into the hole
Oh,
Ooh.
and like use my and then like midway down turn on my force pack and just slowly descend.
I was gonna say you can fly, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not just gonna jump into the hole on a whim.
Yeah, it's
I
like
was-
how tall, how long is that hole?
Also,
yeah.
because we're no longer initiative, but the bleed effect is still going, you're gonna have to roll 2, 3, so 5.
I already did all the dice rolls at
All of
once.
it? Okay. Right.
Yeah,
You're good.
the 41.
Then I could
That's
put away.
at the
I
end.
only did that because I just pulled out. I was about to put away the card. I'm like, oh, let me make sure that it's been put into account.
I decided that, like, since we're out of initiative, just roll them all at once.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
But, yeah, Snow once
Yeah.
again nearly did just about the 200 mark on damage output.
I'm back.
And then, as soon as I land, I just make my way toward the room. Not even like pulling out my gun or anything. I'm just like hands in my pockets, like a teenager who's angry, just walking to the room.
And I was here all excited, like, oh man, he's gonna do the superhero landing, like the Deadpool movie. Get back
Oh,
on.
I mean, he
Yeah, maybe
could
if I
have,
don't want my
like, slowed
kneecaps
himself.
anymore.
I mean, if you slow down just above the doorway itself and then drop and do the hero landing, it's perfect.
What was the damage that I took?
You
You
disappeared for the damage part. it-
49, I think it was, because it was
Yeah.
20 and 21.
Okay.
Oh wait, Brandon.
Yes.
Each turn that the bleed effect would have happened, I would also get I could take a standard action due to a DC 15 medicine check.
Oh,
Yes, actually, that's correct.
Hmm.
All right, let's do this real quick.
That's interesting because the card says until the condition ends. So I guess it would be anything because it doesn't say anything negates.
Well, yeah, but it's
But-
under the bleeding condition.
It's the bleeding condition. I'm just saying the card made it sound like there was no way to
Yeah,
negate
it's
it.
bleeding condition,
because
but
otherwise it
also
would
the
say
cards
something
tend to have
negates.
their own rules for a number of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go with whatever Brendan says. It's just that the gate, like, the cards, like I said, have reasons of negation on the thing that had nothing and just said until the condition ends.
Well, yeah, this is under the specific rules for the bleeding condition.
Mm.
Yeah, it says you take the listed amount of damage at the beginning of your turn each round until this condition ends. Your bleeding can be stopped with a successful DC 15 medicine check as a standard action or through the application of any ability that restores hit points. If you take 2 or more bleed effects, you only take the damage from the worst effect.
I'm gonna have you do the medicine check. I went through the numbers here and just added them up, like 2 d6, 3d6, and 4d6. Because during the rounds, I don't think your character would be doing any other action. You'd be like, all right, it looks like this is under control. I'm gonna phone Gunner and I'm gonna patch myself up. I don't feel like you would just wait like 20 seconds to take all the damage. So I'm gonna have you make the checks, and depending on how many rolls it takes, we'll give back some HP.
Yeah, and I would be helping too, so.
First one failed. Got a 10. Second one also, yeah, it fails. That's a 13. And how many of these do I do?
There's one more.
There's 4 rounds, so you have
One
one
more.
to keep from getting the 4.
Hey, 15. Exactly the amount.
Okay,
Those
so
were all
we're
really
gonna-
low rolls.
It's the last 4
last one
damage
would've been-
die.
that would have been 19 total. So add 19 more to your hit point total. You said you had 11?
Yeah, so
So
30.
30.
Alright.
And I would have come over and helped too.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it's funny though with like how a toner essentially ended the fight. Like his eyes are glowing gold, where Snow's eyes are dark pools of crimson red swirling.
That's some like cool Solarian thing that I didn't even think of in the concept of everything going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading that ability, and I was like, when this happened last week, I'm like, I hope that this works.
I'm
And I
glad
hope
it
that-
did, because I would have been doing a lot more damage.
And I'm like, and I hope that Snow's will save is really bad.
Yeah, it's absolute shit.
I think that's
I
your
do-
worst, right?
It is my worst. It's like a +4.
Yeah, because not only that, with Charm Person, if you're in combat, the person also gets a +5. But even with that +5, you still failed.
I just walk
Um,
in, everyone's like half dead. Havoc's just on the ground.
Well,
Well,
Havoc
no,
is
I'm-
standing up like a marionette puppet. Snow is basically just standing there. Twitch is standing aggressively.
And a toner is
imagining-
heavily bleeding, but also like hypno frog trancing.
Hypno Toad.
Here's the thing: was that medicine check just for you, or could anybody do it?
I mean, he already did it, so
Yeah, it's
I know,
done.
but I was just saying, I would have noticed.
One check per, I'm thinking.
The
all
only
it says is just your bleeding condition can be stopped with a successful DC 15 medicine check as a standard action.
Because
That's
I
all it
was
says.
plus 22 to medicine, I would see that you were bleeding, and I'd come over and help you
I mean, he
right away.
also just already made the rolls.
The only reason I didn't have you hop in, because one, I know your medicine was really high, but the fact that a toner was bleeding was due to the crit card. And even with the crit card, it didn't feel like, oh, you could take a medicine check to fix it. So I was going to say, like, this is like a toner has to, like, kind of do this together. Now that the
He has to
bleeding
take care of
stopped,
himself.
yeah. Now that the bleeding stopped, if you want to help him actually get hit points,
He's a big lizard. He can
Yeah.
take care of himself.
a big.
Yeah, so I give him. Let's see. I give you 2 Mark III Serum of Healings. Let's see how that works first.
I do want to clarify something. That 41 to damage, who was that for?
The 41 was the
was-
bleeding.
Yeah, that was the total of all the bleeds.
Okay.
Oh, and I actually just did the math. I actually have 1 stamina point left.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
because I just remembered I had 29 hit points before that, so the 30 would have done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Wow.
the 11 plus 19 would have gotten me back up to the 29, and then 1 stamina point. Could still
Alright.
use some hit points though, because I'm 29 out of 83.
Well, I've given you 2 Mark III Serums of Healing. That does 6d8 hit points recovery each. And we'll see how that goes from there.
Okay. So the whole gang is kind of gathered back at this point. I'm going to say towards the end of the effect of the glare that you've given to Snow, I'm going to mention the memory that I held off on last week that was triggered the second that Snow tried to hack into the computer, and then things went south. So I'll use this as the transitioning point, at least for Captain Snow. So when you went to hack into the computer, several feet, 100 feet below the surface of the rest of your companions, the beginning of the hacking process, everything in your mind just went completely black, and you saw yourself wired up to a computer. When I'm saying you saw yourself, you are visualizing your hands typing on this computer. You have a large size monitor, not as large as the big computer you saw at the bottom, but it looked like a 50-inch monitor in front of you, and you're in this office type setting. When you take a look around, there's other people, associates there. They all seem to be wired in as well. Some of them being humanoid, some of them being android, and there seemed to be like a head honcho there. When you take a look at the clothes that you're wearing, you have on a Eclipse Innovation uniform. After you spot the uniform, you see like a little like company symbol or insignia of some sort on the top right pouch. You take a look at the sides. The gear that you normally would wear, you're not seeing. You see just like the same kind of key card badge. This is a black key card that you had on your person, as well as office supplies on your table. And you saw like a small pistol at your side, one you couldn't really recognize at the moment. This doctor walks over to you. She's fairly tall, long purple and red hair, and these like black eyes with bits of white that look like stars fit inside the iris. Heads over to you and says, Jubilee, do you mind if I speak to you in private? When you look at your surroundings, several of the other like associates that are in this office kind of stop what they're typing and look in your direction. You look to be in like a main hub room. Out of character, if you vision like movies where you're looking at like a space station where there's several people on computers all typing up different things and in different departments, it's kind of like that kind of setting where you are. But you kind of continue to just follow this scientist. You just feel this like soothing energy come from the scientist at this point, and the she comes over to you and says, "I need you to step right into my office back here."
Have a seat. Have a seat right over here.
Why don't you have a seat?
Why don't you have a seat?
You
Don't worry about
continue to
the club in
follow.
my hand.
You continue to follow her down a dark corridor. The lights in this room are almost either non-existent or very faint. You can't really see the surroundings by you. Um, while you are walking, some of the things that you're looking out for are just any members like through the windows or things like that. And as you continue to walk further, you're not seeing it. The hallways kind of surrounding you in darkness the further down the corridor you go. And so you go into this empty room, it's pitch black. She pulls a string and these blue lights, blue like luminescent lights kind of flicker in the room, keeping it faint to a degree. And a giant size monitor that looked to be the same monitor you was hacking into is placed directly in front of you. She speaks a command word, something that sounds faint to you. It's the language is something you just aren't familiar with. And on the monitor, it pick on the monitor, you see a icy chamber that has a body frozen inside of it that additionally looks like yours. And she says, "Tell me, what do you think? Original or not?" And she looks as if she's looking for you to give an actual answer.
The hell?
Someone phone going off.
That was a friend of mine trying to call me on Discord. My boyfriend.
Did you happen to hear the last part that I mentioned up to this point?
Yeah, and
Walking down the corridor.
I'm actually gonna have a say in like this memory.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful what you say. It may retroactively change the whole campaign.
The one that I'm looking at looks exactly like me, the cybernetics and all.
Mm-hmm. It looks like an exact replica of you, besides not having a Eclipse Innovation uniform on.
And she's gonna say, "That one's the real one."
Good. You recognize. I didn't know that would work correctly. But I guess, and she does like a swiping gesture, and you see just this board show up. The back part is, or like a clipboard show up. The back part is facing towards you, and you don't see what's written on it. But she says, "It looks like Project Tyrios is going very successful. It's a shame that the doctor let me look heavily into his project, and it's a shame that his weakness is he's trying to bring back his daughter. We won't make the same mistake, right, Slag?" Right, Slag?
Right.
Pretty soon the world will see what I envision as the perfect world. and you're going to help me a lot. When after that phrase is said, you begin to look again at your arms in the Eclipse Innovation uniform that you're um, wearing. The armor itself begins to transmutate into a armor that looks similar to the assassin that all of you saw, where it's bits of purple placed onto it with like sheets of gray as well. Um, when you look directly behind you, the before you did not have a sniper rifle placed on your back, but after that armor kind of swaps on you, a sniper is now placed on directly on your back, and it feels as if a whole bunch of data was just jolted into you all at once, and the data that's placed or I'm sorry, the data that's jolted into you um, goes. I don't know if I want to reveal this part just yet. The data that's given to you goes into detail about Project Tyrios. And just at a quick glance, Project Tyrios is Dr. Listana Gragant's run at the ultimate weapon. I'm going to copy paste the name because this name is going to be mentioned several times moving forward.
Fuck. Back to the Ultimate Weapon Project.
Yeah. When you look into the file, she has several details describing several times that she confronted the doctor that's been experimenting on you, as well as the doctor's goals, aspirations, and things like that. Over the notes that she had written over it, she says, this doctor's trying to bring back his daughter. What a waste of time. You can do so much better if you stay focused. But unlike most people in the world, pain is what drives him to bring his daughter back. Once you remove the cord, it makes everything easier. That's where your memory cuts off.
Fun.
And when it does cut off, you begin to have like a moment of like just identity crisis. This memory felt real. Everything about this memory felt real, but you never can recall running into this individual. Long hair with a mixture of red and purple, black eyes with bits of the iris having parts that look like stars. You can never recall actually meeting this individual, but everything about it felt real, down to like if they were to touch you, it would have felt like skin on skin contact. And in the bit of all that, you kind of go through like a bit of an identity crisis, and that's when I'm going to say that's when the spell took effect. And you looked at your party members, and they all looked slightly different than before.
And I was also trying to remember who had the black key card that we found.
Who had the black key card? That was.
Pretty sure it was me. Because I
think I
found it
had
in the
gray or
clothes,
white.
didn't I?
There was a bunch of white. There was a bunch of gray. I think.
I did not write down which one I had. Oops.
I think
I'm
Gunner
fairly
had
certain I did.
black card.
Yeah, because I was the only one who went in the room just like, I'm going to look through these clothes. And I found the black one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I either had gray or white, but I can't remember which, and I
Yeah,
forgot to
here.
write it down.
Same
Excuse
here.
me.
Yeah, I mean, there was one that was the lowest, which I know was the one that you had. Everyone else had the step up, and then black was a step up from there.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that's me.
But, alright.
Next session, you're going to get a new memory. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to try to tie one memory per session because a lot of stuff is about to happen.
Oof.
And that's a more work on my end, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, once when everything ends up wearing off on Snow, where she doesn't have the paranoia anymore, and the toner eventually releases her, she's going to tell Twitch to turn around, and just say to them, "We're gonna need to have a talk." And she's gonna walk over to a toner and say, "I'm sorry." Hand him a couple of those healing vials that she found in the place. Whatever ones that they were. And also let go of Havoc and during all that as well.
Can we make this a walk and talk sort of situation?
Oh.
You said you gave one of them, right?
And she would have given both.
Oh, okay. Okay. I could use both. Not right now, but just in general, because I'm always going into HP.
That's why she's given them both, because it's been a while since she's even gone into HP. And she has a lot of other options to go into first. So
Katina helps Havoc up.
Yeah, y'all are having this tender moment. Meanwhile, Katina is waterboarding Havoc with a healing serum.
I mean, those serums can also be injectables.
I said slowly and gently, so you're not gonna gag on it or anything. I mean, come on.
I mean,
I thought they were injectables too. I don't know if this is working. I'm like, is this working?
Yeah, Toner, he'll take the serums and just kind of like give an understanding nod, and he's like, I'm just glad you're back with us, Captain.
well, I got a bit of bad news.
Worse than us being trapped in this weird dimension and you temporarily trying to gun us down.
Yes.
I'm in pain.
Ah,
Oh,
jeez.
God.
You know the U that you put down?
Kind of just, we're still in that same room, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of like turns to look at him.
There's flies like gathering around him.
Arctic flies. Well, there's one of me too.
Oh, you.
And she also has cybernetic implants.
Oh, you gotta be shitting. Yeah.
So we
All
are
right,
going
cool.
to have to do this fight for real against me.
But this time we'll have you.
Hopefully, she's gonna look over to Havoc. I really
Oh.
hope so.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What I
This is
mean
not shot
is what I did to you, she could do to me.
You just blood bent me, but with the limbs I don't have blood in.
Yeah. I also have a lot of cybernetics in me. It may not be my limbs. She's gonna show the one where the all the tech is integrated in her actual hand. But mine is going to do a lot more damage if it gets shut down.
Ooh. I'll do my darndest to make sure that doesn't happen, Captain. Just please don't shoot me.
I'm not gonna. I'm sorry.
I'm not crying. I'm just in a lot of pain. I think. Actually, no, I can get up. I'm okay.
Yeah, we didn't find any vehicles while we were here, did we?
Did not.
No.
Guy's just looking at his watch.
Gunner's
Alright.
probably like, this is the biggest.
Havoc,
So
come here. You could ride Twitch so that you could get some rest. You're small enough that it shouldn't be a problem.
What? No, you don't gotta do that.
You
I'm
are
okay.
really messed up.
Not as messed up as a toner. Also, I need to
I also
plug in.
can't really carry him.
What? So he's just chopped liver?
I just gave him a couple of healing serums.
Yeah, I got a healing serum too. Let's see how that did.
Yeah. I mean, come on, that was 6d8 of healing, so I better do something.
27. Hey, I'm back to full, baby.
Oh, so you're fine.
Yeah, and the toner's close to his HP. Unfortunately, can't really do anything about SP until you take a break.
Well, we could start making our way then, but we are going to have to find some cover. Because with those things flying around, like, we could hold off a few of them, but if they keep coming...
And that's 30 minutes. All right. Y'all can follow, or you can go without me. See ya. I start making my way toward the elevator.
Wait a minute. Okay.
So we're not taking a short rest?
Nope.
Okay.
Whew.
And
No,
Snow's gonna
I would
go
not-
as well.
Yeah, we don't want Gunner to go by himself.
The
Yeah,
one
but
man
I
who has
also
the
only have
most
one-
survival skill.
I also only have 1 stamina, though, so...
Yeah.
If you want to try and convince Gunner.
I mean, you would have the best charisma to try to do that.
Yeah, Toner will just be like, Gunner, listen, I want to get out here as fast as you do, but we just went through a lot. Can we just get, like, just 10 minutes for us to catch our breath? I don't think that things can get much worse when we at least have, like, a shelter at the moment before heading out there.
Well, we wouldn't be in this worse situation if y'all had just fucking listened to me and just left. But no, you had to mess with a machine that somehow brought us to another dimension. Of course, why'd that not make sense?
Actually, I still would have needed the short rest because I only had 23 stamina at the
That's
time.
not the point. You guys put yourself in a position that didn't have to happen. And now we have a bunch of people who are even hurt worse than we were before in a moment by someone who is literally our captain. So all I'm saying is that from now on, we're not going to just do things on a fucking whimsy or because we think that we can do it. Because obviously, this shit, and he points to the machine downstairs, is above our fucking pay grade right now. Just like being in this fucking dimension. But if we don't do shit because we're the only people who fucking know anything, the whole fucking universe is gonna start killing itself!
Oh boy.
So let's just remember this moment. Okay? And then he's just gonna go into a very dark, very far away corner.
You know, the silence of that made that really cool. The combined silence of everyone, just like,
That's the thing. I'm really getting into this of Gunner right now. It's, oh god. I'm not.
good.
No, please, no one think I'm like actually attacking anybody.
It reminds me of when I first met you, and I'm like, oh, you're just a voice. Except now it's scarier. I know you.
You know me now. You know, like, oh, I'm such a energetic, happy guy, and here I am playing a character who's very jaded and very angry.
Oh no.
And I can still do the voice.
Like, during that Talking Snow reloaded Jubilee and giving Gunner a couple of minutes, she's then gonna walk over, sit next to him, and open up a bottle of alcohol.
Oh boy.
Constitution to see if I ever stopped swinging from it.
Mom and Dad are drinking again.
I don't.
Oh.
I drink the whole fucking
She's gonna pull out another one.
Ooh, that's not
That's perfectly fine. I just wanted to see if I'd actually like get the whole bottle down, which that's a nat 20.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that one was the superior, which means I have the I thought I had more of them.
glug glug.
Wait, yeah, I had 2 superiors, so both of them are gonna be taken care of in this rest.
natural 20 Constitution. I barely feel a thing.
Brandon out of
The shadow,
context.
the shadow
Doc
magic has
Martin.
infected my stomach.
I may have not gotten the quote exactly how it was, but the quote that you said definitely made me like,
That's pretty accurate.
you blood bit me.
You blood bit me in places that don't have blood. How did you do that?
All right. So I guess we
Yes.
take our 10-minute rest.
10 minutes pass.
Yeah, while we're doing that rest, Tuner's going to spend at least one of those minutes meditating to activate his side roll influence skill.
Okay.
Yeah, it just gives him a d6 on certain skill checks.
And during that break, can I tinker with Twitch a bit?
Sure.
What I want to do, I was actually thinking about this all day today, and like everything that happened perfectly led up to the possibility of this. Snow wants to transfer as much of original Jubilee's memories into the drone as she can,
Oh, that's okay.
so that she could actually give that child that was supposed to be brought back into a body that's not hers.
Give the
Aw.
6-year-old a death neck.
Oh.
Give the 6-year-old a death neck.
Instead of My Little Pony, it's My Little Death Machine. How cute.
Oh, they're so adorable. Look, Mommy, I have a gun. Jesus.
What do you have? A knife? No!
What do you have? A Gatling gun. No.
God, where did you get a knife?
Oh, that's great.
I can quote Vines for forever.
But yeah, she's gonna want to transfer the pretty much full memory dump into the drone chassis, and try to kick it off to see if it works. Drinking while at it with Gunner.
Yeah, I'll count that as a light activity. Well, let's say that happens. I'm game. You just got to, what is that with an actual computer? Do like a backup,
Pretty much like a file export,
yeah.
like a memory dump essentially.
Okay. The 10 minutes pass up. A bit of uploading, a bit of downloading, a bit of finding your inner peace. Everyone is able to relax, get the benefit.
Finding myself and separating it from this other individual.
And after the 10 minutes, I'm just going to
Sorry,
use
what?
this map because this map is actually something on it as compared to that map is just newly generated. But yeah, the 10 minutes pass up and no interruption from any other threats.
Wait, another short rest?
I was saying the 10 minutes was good. You didn't have to worry about any other interruptions to
Okay.
stop you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that we have to make a survival check, or at least one of us does. So, does anyone have an over a 16 survival?
I doubt that I do.
I have a 0.
I have a 1.
Okay, cool. Then it's my roll, I guess.
Yep.
I have 19. I have a 19 survival.
Wow, operatives are awesome.
Yeah, they're the skill junkies.
Yeah, the thing is that I need to pick out a new backup character because I was originally planning on doing an operative if anything happened to a toner.
God, if that ends up being the case in my backup character, I should probably change again.
Just end up with
Oops.
a party of rogues and be like, "Who's our front line? We don't need a front line when we can just DPS everything to death."
They'll never see us.
Because
As an operative, I get a +4 to every skill that I have trained. Untrained, it's +8.
yeah, because the backup character I had set was essentially an operative as well, but centered on like the computers and stuff like that to basically replace the one character that we had that does all the hacking.
I was just gonna be a heal girl.
Yeah, I'm now thinking maybe Technomancer or Mystic, but I'd have to learn how to do spellcasting in Starfinder, and that sounds terrifying.
It is.
It's not really that bad.
Don't worry, it is.
It's not horrendous.
Yes, it is.
If I can handle it, you can handle it.
What was the total that you got for the survival?
I have a +19.
I don't think either of them rolled yet.
I rolled.
No.
That's
Do all of us roll?
Just leave it to
just-
the people with the survival.
I have a 15 and 19, so 24.
32.
34.
34 and 32.
Mhm.
Is that both? Okay. All right. Both succeed. All right. So you see both Katina and Gunner just begin to lead the party. It just further into the cold. The snow begins to accumulate and pick up more the more steps that you're taking. You feel like you're just walking through mounds of snow, but both of them seem to like be pointing towards the same direction. The first thought that comes to mind is going to a location that all of you would be aware of, which would be Kuvakara.
Mhm.
And Gunner and Katina. I guess Gunner says, I feel like we should go this way, just trying to visualize what pathway all of you took on the ship. And Katina's following up with looking at what resources and things are available as you go, and kind of follows up with like, yeah, we'll probably find activity or life in that same direction. But they both kind of work just hand in hand and begin to lead all of you. A couple hours pass, you're making good distance. You haven't run into anything other than just the elements of the cold. Is everyone equipped for cold weather?
I have a +15 to cold.
I have a
Same.
10.
I think armor in general, like I need
Nope.
to.
No, it's its own thing.
You actually have to have this specialty protection against that kind of stuff.
Extreme of things.
Yeah. Because the Vlakans automatically have a 5. And I also picked up that scarf from the guy, so I actually have a +10 for that.
I have a jacket, but that's it.
I'll post
Well,
it here.
Here's the thing. Under the armor section, unless otherwise specified, all armors protect you from a range of hazards to ensure you can survive for at least a few days if you make emergency repairs to the hull of a starship, explore an alien world, or endure exposure to an environmental breach. Some armors do this through an environmental field, while others can be closed with helmets and airtight seals. Most common environmental dangers are detailed in 394.
I may have to pull up the book for 394 real quick. I just put a link in the Roll20. The cold that you are in, this is just environment and rules of the environment. And you'll see the very first one, cold dangers.
Mm-hmm.
The temperature here is roughly around 0 degrees Fahrenheit. But you feel if you continue to stay out here longer without buildings to shelter you, that is going to get to an extreme cold type setting. So any unprotected character, I would need to have a fortitude save, and the DC currently is just 15.
Okay. And this is part of why I took the toughness feat.
Oh, this is super cake. I already
Yeah.
have an 11 to fort. Okay, boom, easy.
Yeah, with toughness, not only does it give you
Stamina, but
stamina
also
equal
plus
to your
4s to
level.
things.
Yeah, it gives you a +4 to extreme environmental fortitude checks.
Oh wow.
So my bonus is +12.
Wow, that's awesome.
And thank God I had that because I rolled a 3 on the die. So it's exactly 15.
Woo!
So I literally exactly matched. Thank God I took that feat.
I think
Maz, what did you get?
I got a 20.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna kind of DM roll or something. This says in conditions of severe cold, an unprotected character must succeed at a fort save every 10 minutes. I'm just gonna say it's like for every hour. Just because you're trekking all the way back to Kuvakara. Last time you know we're gonna starship and
we
get
even
there as quick as
rested
we
along
can.
the starship.
Yeah, so because you're on foot, I don't want to do every 10 minutes. I'll do it by the hour. It would make the game harder if I did it every 10 minutes because the DC raises by 1, but it's going to be a lot. And I'd rather focus on the story element, at least for right now. But with the survival check, you're making good progress. The fact that you're on dark side, however, and the sun doesn't rotate to this side, it's just dark out. So it's hard to give a tracking of what time of day it is here.
Yeah, the 2 Vlakans that are left are perfectly suited for this. No one else.
Plus, I've lived on a planet of just snow.
What I know that Snow doesn't know is that Snow was also there originally.
Beep, boop.
Would you like to keep advancing forward, or would you like to set up for camp, or take a minute?
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Does anybody even have a tent?
I don't.
This is when we find out.
Oops.
If it is,
Let's see.
I don't think I do. I have like everything else for traveling. Like,
I have a hygiene kit, field rations,
yeah, plenty
no
of
tent.
field rations.
No one planned to not have a ship.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Either not have a ship or not have some fairly easy access to cover. Because I have multiple different sets of clothing. I have the I also have I have the food synthesizer. I have multiple different like food packs. I have the hygiene kit as well. But yeah, I don't have any kind of tent or anything like that.
Everyone's gotten so accustomed to the ship that it's just like, what? Walking on land? What's that? Who does that anymore? That's
Guess
so.
This is so miserable. Why would anyone choose to do this?
This is wonderful. I'm having a great time.
Why do people go hiking?
Last time I heard about this, someone said Wizard of the Coast or some stuff like that.
I mean, I could imagine Snow just being the type of just running through like a one of the marching rhythms in her head and just plodding along like she was a soldier again, fighting against the Vesk.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of zoned out, just marching along.
Gunner's just like naturally finding the best pathways through the snow. Not even like really looking to see it. He just kind of knows by instinct because he's just had to deal with this before.
What's also funny, if Gunner got naked, he could jump in the snow and no one will ever find him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of.
That's too funny.
I don't know. I'm just saying, Katina is an operative, and those skills pretty high.
Yeah.
Havoc sends a telepathic message to Gunner. Don't do it.
Give me a follow
You
up.
control me, Mom.
Give me a follow up with the survival checks.
Should I try and do dice or should I try and do online?
18 plus the 19.
I mean, these are important checks, so
So 7.
I'm too lazy to pull out my dice, so it's the online roller for me.
I'm never too lazy to pull out my dice because all my dice are always on my computer desk.
Aren't you fancy?
Survival for me, Brendan.
Okay. Is Gunner gonna assist or?
Give me a second. 30.
30 and 37. Okay, both still succeed. I'm gonna go like in hour paces. So within the hour, you both continue to go forward. You're going the direction that you both believe is north. The temperature itself does feel like it's dropping the further that you're going, but it's in game. It's not at that negative 20 degrees just yet. As the both of you continue to advance forward, Katina's first to spot a path, not a path, I should say, but footprints in the snow. The elevation of the footprints, it's like it's a bit faint because snow keeps building on top of where the spot is, but it's at least enough there to know that like at least 2 to 5 people came through this one area and looked like they were heading in this direction. After Katina shows it to you with Katina's 37, you spot it easily as well, Gunner. The direction of the footprints looks like it goes slightly to the right of the direction that you and Katina have been going. Do you want to follow the path with the footsteps or continue going with what you know?
I'll leave it up to you, Gunner, but I think we should follow these tracks. We'll have more of a chance to run into something, even though it might not be a good something.
30 cents motive.
That's right. You're just meeting. Oh.
Yeah, you're not. You're not keen on her yet.
It's both you and also like in my understanding of what these tracks could be going to.
I'm not giving you any bullshit. I mean, I'm saying what I'm saying I believe is true. So.
Okay, can I do a perception roll to like use my sniper to look far and see where these tracks might be leading?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I rolled a nat 20. That makes this a 39.
With a 39, you look through the scope, just the pathway that these tracks seem to be going. As you look, as far as you can see, at the end of your scope, it looks like it's odd. The snow is still building up around you, but it looks like there's a spot where smoke or something like subtle, similar to smoke, is rising up from. But you don't see an actual fire. It'd be a bit of a distance away.
There's definitely something over there, but it's probably nothing good. So if at least we go there, we definitely need to have our weapons ready.
Let's just go towards somewhere good. We need to go somewhere good right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Am I not being a good tour guide for you? Would you like that I stop pointing us in the right direction?
Gunner, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I'm gonna start walking down toward the tracks.
Okay. That's cool.
I wasn't sure if you was going anywhere with that. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go
playing
down
the
the
character.
tracks. Okay.
You just see in the upper left corner, Havoc will remember that.
I'm sorry, Madison.
Good. Snow
Okay.
is actually also pulling up a more recent memory on her like on her hard drive, so it's actually showing on the holographic image over her right eye. The last time that she was in the snow. That was back on the Vlachen homeworld, fighting against that faction. the first time that she brought her drone out to play.
The day I lost my planet.
As Gunner, are you taking the lead on this?
I mean, I'll go, yeah.
Followed by Katina. When you walk in that direction, are you still looking through the scope, like as you walk forward?
I mean, I'll keep periodically looking through just to make sure that it still hasn't changed, like the smoke hasn't, or whatever is making it hasn't suddenly gone out, or that there's not like motion on the horizon or something.
Okay. Give me a perception check, both you and Katina, since you both are kind of vigilant and just keeping an eye on what's up.
Let's see. God, that's such shit. My luck is just terrible. This whole last week and today, it's fucking ridiculous.
So 35.
Well, 35. Let me switch back. Oh, you went with the roller for that one?
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've been rolling I've been rolling my d20s and only have been having the slightest bit of luck to make sure that they're good rolls when I actually need them. Because I've been trying to figure out which one die do I want to use, and they're all rolling below 10s.
When you take a look from a distance, you go over like a hillside part of it, and when you look downward, you do see you both see a small illuminated area with 4 like humanoid figures in these dark colored cloaks, with 3 tents around them, all together in one spot. That little source of light that you can see looks to be, and I'll say that Gunner, with your like enhanced hearing, a generator is sparking something that's giving a small bit of light to all of the individuals that are there. As I mentioned, 3 tents are set up. 4 humanoids figures can be spotted, all of which are in cloaks. And you don't see any lighting inside of any of the tents, so you just are aware that it could be more.
Mm-hmm.
They with the sound of the howling winds and the snow with you feel that there's no way that they know that you're there. This is roughly, you're looking about 180 to 200 feet away, which is why the light looks so faint, but you're looking down from like a hillside part.
Want me to see if I can get closer with my with some stealth? I should be able to get pretty close to see what they're up to and stuff, and I can come back and let you know.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna look at the snow.
Yeah, you go scout the area out. If they seem hostile, get their attention. The rest of us set up an ambush point right around here.
I mean, I'm just gonna kneel down there and just have my sniper ready.
Alright.
We don't want to damage those tents if they're hostile. We could use them.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
make sure to lure them out if they're hostile.
Yep.
And Snow's gonna get into a good vantage point and ready up her weapons.
Sounds good. And
Snow's back in soldier mode.
Havoc's just on pistol duty because she's got no more spells.
Well, luckily, if this goes well, we'll have you get some spells.
Yay, murder.
If this goes well, you have a little place to sleep, so you'll have spells.
Okay, so you're gonna advance forward towards them, right?
Yep, I rolled a nat 20. My stealth is 23.
23 before the 20 or after the 20? It'd be 43?
23 plus
20.
my nat 20.
Got it. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wow, that's surprisingly low for an operative. Okay, cool. With a 43, you begin to advance forward. There's no like hazards between you and them. It's just the element of snow and you being a Yazaki. So it's like the snow is built a little bit taller than you, so you're kind of like traversing through it.
You're tunneling
Funny.
under.
Yeah, like I don't want to count it as like a difficult terrain. It's just you're a small creature and the snow is just mounded up. So it's just like you're getting there, but you're doing it while being stealthy. And you get, how close do you want to be to them? Your party's about 200 feet away. How close do you want to go up?
I'm looking through to make sure I know I have stuff here.
And Brandon, for the perspective ambush, I'm gonna say that Twitch pretty much goes play mole, drops down into the snow itself and waits, while Snow is kneeling deep into the snow herself and leveling her rifle in the direction.
Surprise, mother.
Pretty much. Whack-a-mole! Except these moles whack back!
I also use a couple round as I get closer. I use my ghost exploit for cloaking field. As a move action, I can use stealth to hide when directly observed or there's no place to hide. Attacks doesn't end cloaking field, but that attempt to hide. Remain still for a round. I get a plus 10 to stealth until I move, and it lasts 10 rounds and is auto charged at 1 round a minute.
Okay. How far away did you want to be again? I forgot.
I get within hearing range.
Hearing range. Okay. I want to say that's roughly like 60 feet away. But you're completely stealth. They don't spot you at all.
And on top of that, I also have the dark vision, so visually and hearing wise, that's how far I get. And see if I come up with anything, if they see what I see, and we'll go from there.
Okay. You take a look. They all seem to just be holding some type of conversation. When you're in range with them, they begin to speak again a language that sounds a bit foreign to you, but common words begin to slip through. Long day's journey, another night, looking for supplies are for some of the first sentences that you kind of can put together with words that you're given. You do hear one of them say a name, which I think I'm just gonna put here. Hanmu, Hanmu.
Okay.
So that should be in the chat. One of them does say the name Hanmu, and they look to be, as they're having this conversation, they look to kind of be showing off different cracks on their face. Since you're in listening distance, I'll say that you can see them. They are all humanoid size, but their skin resembles like a stone golem, where they all have gray skin and they all have these different cracks placed onto their face, almost as if they were either born with it or may have gotten it during combat of some sort. But each one has a different symbol. Like you don't see one symbol the same on each one. One of them begins to kind of trace the outline, and in the midst of talking, you can't really determine the words, but it looks like they're maybe describing a story. You're getting a very like, let me tell you how I got this scar healed from it. They are they have these bluish, blackish cloaks placed onto them with little bits of spikes coming out of the shoulder pads placed there, and they look to be almost like hunter gatherers. Several melee weapons are placed in front of them. A lot of them being on a pointy side of things. Some of them being blunt, like a large sized hammer, but most of them look like they would pierce into a creature. They
Or
have
stuff of that nature.
their eyes shine in either a golden yellow or a bright orange color, each one of them, and they all just continue just to have a conversation. When one of them steps away and goes into the tent, you can hear inside one of the three tents another conversation being held, a bit more faint, but that itself sounds like it could be two or three people. So
What
you're
language are they talking?
they are
Yeah.
talking
German?
shadow tongue.
Okay.
I do not know that.
No, me neither. The closest I would know is Drow.
Closest I would know would be abyssal.
Since in game we haven't encountered anything from like the shadow plane, I had a feeling no one had it, so I've just been saying it's been a foreign words being said.
Can
Yeah,
I
it's not even on the language list, so I didn't
Nope.
even know it's a language.
Yeah. Go ahead. Can you
determine like what they actually are? Like culture wise? What would be a culture check?
you can give it a shot. Definitely.
I rolled a 19. My culture is 22, so I have a 31.
You are assuming that these things are as you piece together, you're in the shadow plane and you feel like these are just the native humanoid race and the shadow plane, at least on the planet of Verces. They go by a nickname of fetchlings,
Mm.
but the creature itself is called a Kayal, Kayal.
Okay.
In out of character, this creature has stat blocks. You could actually create this creature, Kayal.
Yeah. Okay.
It has racial traits, so you would be able to build a creature like this if someone was interested later down the line. But yeah, they're having a conversation.
Would I know if they are inherently evil or hostile?
Without having a conversation, it's hard to tell. Their intent seems to be focused on the people or the other individuals that's surrounding them. Because no other threat or nothing has appeared, they just seem to be, I don't want to say normal. They seem to just be nice to each other.
I'm going to.
By the way, is everyone else setting up for the ambush?
I'm already ready.
Yeah. So
Toner's waiting to see. He doesn't want to just murk random innocents.
I mean, that's why they're setting up an ambush, because if she comes running back and they're chasing her, that's her sign to light them up once when they get within range.
I go out of my stealth and cloaking field, and I carefully approach, being wary, but also being careful not to give them a reason to outwardly attack right away. I'm gonna see if I can get with them and maybe talk to them. We can find a common language.
Okay. As you begin to approach them, you hear a sound echo out, and this sound like it was a good distance away. It's the opposite direction of where your party's placed, and the ones that are kind of remaining here I should mention it's set up with tents and everything, but you don't actually see like a fireplace. They look like they're just accustomed to this weather and they can handle it.
Right.
The generator is just there as a source of light. But once that sound is heard, all of the ones that are in front of the tent immediately grab any weapon that's close to them and begin to dart off into the darkness ahead of you. Two people, the one that stepped into the tent steps back out with another Kayal, and in each of the tents, each of the other two tents, two more people step out. So there's 6 people there total, and the 6 that are there look to be in like a hostile state and just look in the direction of where the others have darted to.
Okay. Is it like an alarm or like a animal type sound or what was it that?
It sounded like an animal of some sort, or a beast, or a creature. This sound actually would have the party would have heard too. It's just where you're located, you would have had a better. Your party's almost 200 feet away from you. They're getting like the end crisp of it, where you heard it as if this creature was like 60 or 80 feet away, and just wasn't seen. So you have the 6 that are placed there directly in front of you by the tent, and you have another, I'm going to say 3, that just darted off, weapons in hand, to where the sound was coming from.
I go up and I start cycling through my languages to determine if they know any of those languages. Basically, it's Common, Yosoki, Akatonian, Aslanti, Drow, Shalbad, and Vask that I know. I cycle through the languages to see if there's a common language that we both know, so I can talk with them. And basically, hey, do you guys need help with, I guess, whatever creature that is?
When you kind of, I'm going to do a play on words. When you kind of cycle through like your Rosetta's stone device,
Yeah.
and you just try to like cross-reference like, okay, y'all, something native to here, you feel the best chance that you have would be common. However, if you try to speak common and they don't know it, you feel they will see you as a threat instantly. So you feel that's your best chance, but it's a risk for reward. They'll either know what you're saying and they may cooperate, or they won't know and they might say like, you're an outsider.
I go ahead and I risk it. If anything, I can do full out sprint. They'll be following me, and an ambush situation. Here we come, basically.
Okay, what do you say? What's the first sentence you say?
Friend.
And how far do you want to be?
Ohana. Ohana means family.
We come in peace. Take me to your leader.
I basically say, I'm, friend, heard the creature. Do you need help? I can help you.
One of them turns around, these beady yellow eyes looking in your direction. Are you going to break your stealth as you speak, or are you still gonna?
Yeah, I already had breaking up myself.
Okay.
And started going up to him cautiously. No weapon drawn, but I'm cautious to where it's like ready to draw if I have to, but my hands are, in the hey, I'm no threat to you pose, basically. Hands partly up.
One of them turns around, the beady yellow eyes looks directly towards you, and immediately upon turning around, There was nothing in hand, but as soon as they spotted you in a quick, swift movement, you see it's a tactical knife, but it looks almost like a curved type dagger in hand. I just put the picture on Discord. You see that dagger in hand instantly. You notice just in the quick movement that this individual did it is along the same speed of how long it would take you to pull a dagger out.
Yeah.
Um,
So they're like almost like operatives. This one would probably be almost like an operative, like I am. Or something similar.
the individual is going says, "Help us if you're an ally, then help us take out this creature." The others, go ahead.
And then I tell him, it's like, I have a couple allies up the way that could also help with this creature. It seems like if we group together, we might be able to take it down. You probably have more knowledge of what this creature is than we do.
Can they get here quickly? As you began to speak, the others turned back. They looked towards you. Some of them pulled out tactical knives. Some of them pulled out their plasma pistols in hand, all aimed towards you. But none, like they're hostile because they didn't know you was there. You showed up, you spoke, but they don't look hostile as if they're like ready to pull the trigger just yet. It's still a like conversational at this point. In the end, the individual that was the speaker for them says, "Can they get here quickly?"
I believe so. I can go get them. Or you can come with us to our encampment.
You hear like a loud screech and what sounds like a person almost like being ripped open. You can hear the sound of blood kind of spray out in different directions, as well as like sound followed up, but with it. The speaker that was there says, "I'm coming with you. The rest of you go help." And in that same gesture, they all continue to dash forward. Again, they run about just as quick as you do.
Okay. So I basically hightail it back to our group, and as I get within distance of my group, I say, "We have friends, allies." So basically not to shoot at the people with me.
Yeah, as you guys are getting within range, Snow would have just about pulled the trigger when you finally shouted that out. She's gonna say over the radio so she isn't shouting out. Kalani? Or, not Kalani. Katina. Jen keeps doing this. Katina, you have a radio. Use it.
Sorry.
Alright, I guess the coast is clear. Let's go.
We're going after this creature, whatever it is.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Why is that our issue?
What is what? Did I miss something?
I'm not sure what these guys are talking about.
What creature?
You screeching, something seems like it's ripping apart.
We heard some howling.
Lovely.
It was closer where I was, and it sounded like somebody was getting ripped apart. I think these
Well,
guys...
we need allies in this place, and
Yeah, we could
This'll
use some
get us
allies,
some.
and it seems like there's an opening in the tent now, so...
yeah, Toner starts walking forward.
Okay. And are you just gonna follow the Kayal?
Yep.
That's there?
Yeah.
I'm
Aye,
assuming that's how it's pronounced. Kayal is
Yeah.
Kayal, yeah. It's almost like a cabal, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Or
Right.
kayak, like kayak.
So I'm gonna use the white map again, just cause you're just around snow, so I'm just gonna use that same map. Everyone's piece should work still.
should.
I'm teleporting everywhere.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wee.
All right, little man, you're gonna have to move.
I'll
Oh,
be.
wow.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative. Let's back up.
And can I say that Jubilee is staying under the snow the entire time and just kind of tunneling through? It's just a little
I
bump
mean,
in the snow.
so you're over 250 feet away. Are you gonna get under snow like right when you get near the tent, or are you gonna be like, all right, I'll be there
I mean,
eventually?
Jubilee's the drone, so it's just kind of squatting on its four legs and just shuffling along underneath the snow.
kind of like a dog burrowing through snow.
Pretty much. And Snow herself is going to march along as the normal soldier that she is. She's trying to keep the drone as a bit more of a surprise if needed.
What's this Roomba looking thing down here?
What's that little bump in the snow? It can't be much of a threat. A turret pops up out of the snow.
Okay, I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative. There's two of these creatures.
Oh shit, I actually got a
We
decent
should be able
initiative.
to knock this
Oh,
out.
decent initiative for me. Did you remember to delete the old turn order?
Let's do that.
Alright, my initial roll is
Oh.
21.03.
Yeah.
Are there cantrips in this game?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like an equivalent to cantrips if they call it something
It's
else?
spell level zeros.
Do you have any of those, Havoc, or does your class not get them?
I get them, but they're virtually useless.
Ah, dang. Yeah, because you were saying like
Yeah,
you
Eldritch
had
Blast.
pistols.
Yeah, gotta get
Yeah,
the
God.
Eldritch Blast.
God,
Eldritch
I wish I
Blast.
had Eldritch Blast. God, I wish I had Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast!
Warlock is just fighter in disguise.
That's Hexblade.
God.
Okay.
I cast gun.
Yeet.
Okay, put them on the initiative board, and then I will describe what you're looking at.
Alright, a Toner and Havoc get in position.
Oh.
Because now is your
Does
chance
that
to do it, and it will be important.
Like,
Which
what's-
way is behind you?
That way, because if you scroll down, you'll see those things.
So we
Oh,
should be
lovely.
behind you, or
I mean, Havoc's staying behind me. Don't know where you are going to be while walking back to the tents.
And I'm up with the Kyle person wherever he's at.
Okay,
you know, I would probably be behind Katina, like maybe 10 feet behind wherever she is.
She's down here.
Type in an assassin just to put a placeholder for. Maybe I have something in my library that I could use. I'm gonna use the one that I used as the sub boss, as the Kayal.
The boss is back. We have to kill him.
Okay. Gonna put this
How
one
many
in.
times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Okay. Did everyone do their initiative? Let me see.
Dad.
Go up.
I had like 12 or something.
That is the lowest I've ever seen Gunner's initiative.
Yeah. Welcome to online roller.
Oh boy.
That means that I naturally rode a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy! Wow.
Yeah. I have a plus 10 to my initiatives.
I had to
I have
roll an
plus
18,
4.
and I have a plus 3.
I have a plus 8.
Yep, so do I.
Okay. The two creatures here, they have a plus 3 to initiative, so I'll roll that with the die.
They're about as dexterous as I am.
The one on the left's gonna be 17.
An 11 for the other.
And for your ally, another 8.
And by the way, was the ally leading us back?
The ally is with you both. When you get back to this site after going it'd be 200 feet from where the Kayal was. Going 200 feet to your party, going another 200 feet back. There's a whole bloodbath displayed in front of you. None of the others survived from these two creatures. That's going to be placed in front of you.
Snow's
So,
gonna say in Vlakin to Gunner. Well, it looks like we got the tents without having to fight much.
that's terrible.
At least not them.
Okay, I'm just gonna place the numbers and then I'll finally give you that description.
Right. Snow is nothing if not practical.
All right, Gunner's not the bottom of the initiative. At 11. That is the one on the right out of the two there. Okay. So the creature you're looking at, right? It's I don't want to say what the name of it is, but I'm going to describe one thing that I think everyone knows, and I'm going to add elements. Does everyone know what go ahead.
Is it wearing a top hat and a large trench coat and only saying its name?
Oh.
No, I was thinking more of like the Wampas from Star Wars.
The,
Like
the fucking, like, cut them open?
Yeah, they'll like cut him
Oh.
open and hide his guts, and
Yeah.
I was thinking more like that
A carnivorous version of it.
Jeez.
at first. But now I'm gonna read the description of the stat block of the creature that I'm going to use.
Okay.
This creature resembles a bizarre theropod with 3 oval eyes and long flaps of skin dangling to each side of its fanged mouth. Countless tendrils of semi-tangible shadow weave through its pallid body, leaving tubular openings like the burrowing of worms through flesh.
Hey, Captain Snow.
And I'm going to just show a picture of what it looks like and try to hide the stat block as we start the initiative.
Hey, Captain Snow.
Yeah?
I don't want to be here anymore.
None of us do.
Gunnar kind of looks over and looks back. For yourself.
Okay. Katina is up. I'm just taking a picture on my end, but I'm listening.
Alright, so you said there's. You're looking for that picture, you said?
Yeah, I was gonna send a picture of what the creature looks like.
Uh-huh. She takes the static arc pistol. Let's see. I'm trying to think on which one I want to.
God, I keep thinking to myself, like, oh, Twitch is gonna be running out of ammo with how many batteries it's been going through. But then I remember, oh wait,
Oh
I
my.
have the battery charger, and with all the walking we just did, I could have charged multiple batteries.
Oops.
I mean, she would have been cycling them as she moved, because, like, I got that battery thing really early on. This is just normal habit for her, so Twitch isn't going to be running out of ammo anytime soon.
Alright. She pulls the Hailstorm Zero pistol out, and she goes to make a debilitating trick attack. Let me double check. Okay. That's for that. Okay. Making sure. So she's going to attack Eeny, Miny, Mo. The one on the right, I guess. This guy.
Okay.
And she's just gonna do the one debilitating trick attack on it. Uh, 20 to hit?
20 total.
Yeah.
The 20 does not connect against the AC.
Well, damn, man.
I mean,
I
this
rolled
level in
these.
Starfinder, 20 is kind of low.
Sorry. I forgot the 12. So, 14 and 18 is 24. 24?
You said 14 and 18?
Yeah.
That'd be 32. 32 does hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about the ranged attack. All right. So it is a trick attack. For trick attack, I get 6d8 for the trick. As debilitating, when I hit, it basically makes that target flat-footed or off target until next turn. So 6d8. I'll just use the online roller. Do that. 6d8. 31 points of damage. on top of the 2d6 normal damage. That's another 7. So 38 total damage. On the one on the right. And it's flat-footed or off-kilter. Until next turn.
Okay. This thing gives out a loud groan of pain from the attack that it just witnessed from you. It seems to be locked on to you. Or its sight seemed to be locked onto you.
Yeah. They don't like me.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, I think that is it for now. Yep, that should do it for now. Because I'm doing a trick attack, so that would only be one attack instead of the 3 that I usually do.
Okay. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
With that ice pistol, did it look like it had any kind of resistance to that damage?
It took it in full.
Good to know. I was starting to wonder, because, like, creature from an ice planet, using ice on them.
That's what I was thinking too, but this is the shadow plane. So,
Alright.
that would probably trump.
Good to know.
As long as it's not shadow snow.
Also, how tall are they?
They are a large sized creature. So they are pretty big and pretty easy to spot out. This says the average size is 8 feet tall and 15 feet long, counting its tail.
Alright. Snow is actually going to extend her wings and fly 20 feet up. Because that is absolutely useful to be able to do. She is going to shoot down on top of this one. And that's just the one attack that she moved. Uh, 28.
28 hits. It looks like I didn't see it coming.
Excellent. So that's 66 plus 14. Uh, 21 total damage from that.
Okay, added to it, it's still standing.
Then Jubilee's gonna pop out of the snow like a daisy and fire on it as well. Just popped out of the snow like daisies. That's 28 to hit.
Also hits.
And that is 4d10s. Why do I always have a hard time trying to find my d10s? Uh, 31 total damage. And that is, of course, lasers, so electric and... or... no, just fire. That's right, lasers just fire, while plasma is electric and fire.
You said it was a total of 20? It has no resistances to any of that damage type. I just wanted to make sure I got the number correct on the second part.
It was more than 20. And of course I moved the dice. I think it was 22.
Okay, I will add that.
Gonna have to go back and rewatch this and like, how much was it again?
I mean, this is all still a pretty solid start. So this is all really good right here.
So was that on the one that I hit too?
This one.
Oh, the other one.
So, Jubilee is no longer hidden, and Snow is currently 20 feet in the air.
Okay. Havoc is up.
Oh boy. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, Brandon. Just as a heads up, on the turn order, for some reason the. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, as soon as you said just a heads up, I spotted it like instantly.
Never mind.
You're good. I'm glad you caught it because I wouldn't have saw it. It was just I was like, all right, who's next? Just a heads up. It'd be a toner. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Havoc.
I'm gonna prep an action once one of the fuckers moves within 60 feet. I'm gonna take a pot shot at it.
Within 60 feet of you?
Yes. Ah, it is within 60 feet.
Oh,
I'm gonna wait till it moves within 60 feet.
it
Psych!
says 60 feet.
I mean, that's
I'm
why they have the ruler in
gonna-
this.
Well,
I'm
wait
gonna
till it's within
shoot
60
it.
feet, which is right now.
Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna roll 1d20. 9 plus 10, 19.
A 19 does not beat either AC.
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
I can't hit it. I hate this.
Ugh.
That's why you're supposed to do spells.
Ah.
Are you gonna stay?
Warped's mine, man.
Was there anything else for Havoc?
I just went bang. Well, that's
Dang.
all I can do.
Well, that's all I got.
Well, that's everything.
To open sesame. Well, that's all I can do. What is that? Brandon, what are those?
I was saying it was a bloodbath, so I figured I gotta actually put blood on the map.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
I did-
those friends that didn't make it.
All right.
Just so you can see, like all the deaths that they were spread out. Also,
Lovely.
Jesus. All right. Is it man's turn or is it going right to me?
it is a toner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm just wondering if any of them did
Oh, wait, I
anything
had my
to
thing at the
these
bottom,
things
that's why.
other than feed them.
A toner?
Yeah. Well, people were talking, so I was just like,
That's
wanted to
fine.
make sure no
We
one
only
else
have a half
confused
hour, so I'm
anything.
just like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 point solar attunement. First he'll move here, and then he'll stellar rush to here and attack
Oh,
this one.
Oof.
wow.
Okay.
It's probably gonna do some nut shit like suck your soul out or something.
Well, I mean, I'm a melee guy, so it's either that or pull out a tiny pistol.
Huh.
All right. 34 to hit. KAC.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
All right, good. That was an 18 on the die, so I hope that would hit.
Yeah, that definitely.
So it takes 33 slashing damage.
Okay, that's good. It's still standing. In like D&D terms of things, neither of these creatures seem to have bled themselves. The only blood that has been shed here looks to be of the Kayals that didn't make it. 34 points instead of 33. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot because of the level up, my damage increased by 1.
Yeah. They both have not shed any blood just yet. They've taken the damage and they're both still standing and hardy. Okay, so the 17, that's going to be the one right directly in front of you. That one is going to make, it's going to do a full attack. It's going to do 2 bites. Yeah, it's going to do 2 bites. With the -4, it's going to be a +20.
Oof.
And I'm going to use the online die roller.
Oh my god.
25 is the highest.
25 and 22.
Wow. And
Wow.
here I was thinking, like, man, this thing has like above a 50-50 because on a 10 it would hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so both of those miss.
Unsuccessful. This thing tried to prepare a bite as it saw the beginning of your stellar rush, and as you collide right into it, it misaligns. It tries to do another bite. You dodge out of it, some of the snow kind of trailing up and brushing up against its lizard-like skin. And that's a failed attack. The second one is going to also do a full attack. But what happens is you see a tendril come out of the right side of the creature, as well as a tendril come out from the left. It goes towards Katina's direction, and in a split moment, it disappears, and you see the end of the tendril form right as it's about to collide, hit or miss, right as it's about to collide. The tendril itself has a 50-foot reach.
Holy crap.
Has a what reach?
I will, as soon as I'm done this, because I'm not planning on running any more of these during this campaign, I will show you the stat block itself.
That is a 10-tile distance. Holy crap.
Boy.
I'm glad I'm all the way back here.
A reach of 50 feet with
my God.
the shadow tendril attack that I'm
Oh,
going.
fuck.
Yeah, you may want to take a step so you don't get reaction attacked. Holy crap.
That's
It's
why
gonna do-
I am glad I took flight, and I could fly even higher if they get closer.
It's going to do a shadow tendril attack with the -4. It's going to be a +18. However, this attack actually goes against your EAC instead of your KAC. So I'm going to roll the die twice on here. It'll be +18. So I'm assuming 24 is not going to hit you. And the other one is 18 and 11 would be 29 against your EAC. Does either a 24 or a 25 beat your EAC for Katina?
Oh, yeah. Because you have an EAC of 14 right now.
Oof, okay. Alrighty. So the attack is connected. Let me double check one thing real quick.
Are you
This
wearing like level 1
creature-
armor?
Yeah, because I don't have better armor yet.
Oh no.
So the other armor she picked up was more for a different body type.
Yeah. I'm a little Yosaki, so I'm like, it doesn't fit. So that's penalties anyway, so I was like, yeah.
Each attack in itself is 3d8 plus 11. So the first one would damage for 22, and the second one will damage for 21.
And that's energy based, right?
Let me double check that. It's weird. So it counts as piercing, but because I use Shadow Tendril, it went against your EAC. So I'm assuming there's some shadow property or some
Right.
elemental property to it.
Because I have that kinetic resistance. That's why I was just wondering.
Oh man, during that 10-minute rest, we could have adjusted the armor. Darn.
I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure we
Snow
would
is
have
also
needed a
kind
kit
of
to do
busy.
that.
Well, all it says is you just need a engineering check of
Yeah,
DC 10
all you need
plus
is a
2 times the
engineering
armor
check.
level.
When it comes to the kits, it increases like the bonus to your check.
Right.
I mean, in the future, we could easily get like a weapon and armor like modification kits for Snow to use on everyone's stuff.
Uh-huh.
But until then, and
Yeah,
during
what
that
level was
last,
that armor we found? Like 10?
yeah,
Mine?
but Snow was busy during that last rest, so
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So how much damage total was that again?
It was a total of 22 and 21. So that'd be 43. 43 total. You see directly after both of those shadow tendrils shot out towards you, the Kajal that was speaking to you advanced forward. The trick attack was successful, but the attack roll I got a 2. So it failed the attack. And with that, Gunner's up.
Okay. Force pack. Gonna fly into the sky. Back up 1 square. So I'm 30 feet up. And then I will take a shot because I did movement, can't do full attack. At the one over here.
Just to remind me.
Mm-hmm. That's not great. So, well, let's see. It's plus 18. Excuse me. Sorry, it's 23.
23. Which
EAC, it's ice.
EAC? And which one did you target?
The one over here.
Okay, quick second, because that one is flat-footed.
No, actually, it's not.
It's not?
yeah,
The mine only goes until its turn.
Oh, okay. The 23 against the creature is going to miss.
Okay, as I assumed. That's it.
Okay. Did I play the turns? I played them out of turn. That second that attack, Katina, actually should have happened now. So I'm just gonna say that happened. Katina's up.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the same one. Same thing. Trick debilitating. 26.
26 connects.
All right. And that is it's going to be the same as last time. 6d8 for the trick. Plus another 10, so 38 total damage. And it is again flat-footed until its next turn.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think I'm good. As good as I can get.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
I'm gonna pour more fire into the one over here. Snow's attack is going to be a 25.
Which armor class?
EAC.
Hits.
Cool. It's the 66 plus 14. Uh, 38 total damage. Or no, 41 total damage.
Nice.
You see blood begins dripping down from this creature's eyeballs.
Nice.
It's still alive. It's just past, or it's over half of his hit points done.
Alright.
Just after that attack.
So, Jubilee is going to make her attack on the same one. Uh, 32 to hit.
Also hit.
Uh, 31 total damage.
Another round like that, this thing is definitely out.
Yeah, Snow made some big upgrades before coming here.
Anything else for your turn?
Snow herself is going to fly up another 20 feet.
Okay.
Especially after seeing that tendril. And she's just going to look oddly why the thing's bleeding out its eyes. But
Why are you bleeding from there? I shot you in the hip.
I know, right?
Havoc is up. I forgot.
I'm gonna shoot it again. Ah. 27. Kinetic.
That hits. I just need to know which one you targeted.
Well, one already died, right? Which one was that?
neither of them died yet.
Neither. The one that had blood dripping out of his eyes is over half of his hit points done. And I was in game using that as like, all right, you're hacking through that one. And it shows. And yeah, it's that one on the left.
That one.
Oh, FYI, I just remembered. I have coordinated attack, so my allies get a +1 to their ranged attack against the threatened foe. So anyone that's actually hitting the right one along with me at range will get a +1.
3d6. Yeah! I got him.
It's still up.
I would have been completely astounded if I actually killed it.
Take out this large creature with a gun. I can do anything.
With just like a little rinky-dink revolver.
Were you planning on doing any movement or anything?
Nah, I'm perfectly safe here, she says, about to get frickin' impaled.
A toner?
All right. Trying to decide if I want to make a full or regular attack. I think I'll just make a regular attack. So it's all right. 26 kinetic.
26 hits.
All right. So it takes 31 slash, or 32, sorry, 32 slash. Also, second point of attunement.
How does it look when you get the killing blow?
After Havoc shoots it, a toner like sees where the bullet entered and like uses it as basically like what's it called? I can't remember. Chisel and spike. Yeah. Okay. I was like trying to remember what like. Is it chisel? Is that the word I'm thinking of? And I'm calling it chisel and like hammer. Basically, just like smashes the spot where Havoc shot it.
I need you to hit it right here. Okay. That was just the attack, so you do still have a movement.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to move to it or not. Oh, well, I'm in range of it anyway, so yeah, so I'll move forward. So let's see, 30 feet of flight, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I can get to here. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, before I take this creature, actually that one's destroyed, so let me take that off first real quick. Okay, the assistant's gonna go up. What was the damage that you needed to add from weapon spec from Katina?
Because my weapon specialization in small arm, it's half of my level. So my level being 11, so I guess that's what 5 or 6. I don't know which.
5. It's always rounded down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 5 extra damage that I've done.
Okay, so
It'll be 10 damage.
that's applied. He's gonna go for just the triple attack. Right where he's placed. Yeah, right where he's placed. Let's see. Stat block. I'm gonna put that at plus 13. So 13 plus 13, 26 hits, 29 hits. The last one doesn't hit. Using that'd be 2d8 plus 14 because he's not using the best gear. So 2d8 plus 14. So 25. Okay, add in 25. Gonna go over to Gunner. Gunner's up.
All right. Full attack. Boom. Full attack with everything. It's a -1, so plus 17. 27. 38. Or wait, no, 28.
You get You get a +1 from me too.
So
because
29.
Definitely hit.
Okay. So that wasn't with deadly aim because I only took a -1. So that means add my level, and it is a long arm, which is only adding to the hit. 10, 15, 16, 17, 27.
27 also hits.
No, that's the damage.
Oh, 27. My
Yeah.
bad.
And then that's a 19 plus everything.
Yeah.
So I assume it's gonna hit.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Okay. 5, 10, 16, 21, 26, 36 points of damage.
Whew, wow. Okay. This
And that's
thing
my
is
full
maybe
attack.
like 1 or 2 attacks from being done.
All right.
That-
Finish it off, everybody.
Okay. Creature's gonna go. There's technically what 1, 2, 3 creatures that it could go on to.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna roll. Will this work?
6 have.
I rolled a D3, so one is going to be Katina. The other one's going to be our what is looking to be new ally. So there's gonna be +18 for both, and it's gonna go against EAC. That one's to Katina, and that one is to the Kajal. The Kajal, I think, may get hit. Kajal has an EAC of 19, so the Kajal is hit. And with a 12 plus 18, so a 30 is going to hit Katina's EAC also, right? Okay. So I'm going to roll the damage once and just apply it to you both. 3d8 plus 11. So that plus 11. So 19 points total. Intern for big guy. Katina, you're up.
Alright. I'm just gonna go with a normal triple attack on it this time.
Okay.
For my full attack. 13. 27 for the first.
Hits.
13, another 27.
What, was it 27 for damage, or was that the?
No, it's the hits first.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's also hits.
10 and a 24 to hit.
The 24 does not hit, but I think the damage that you're probably going to put is going to be enough to drop this thing.
2 hits successful, 2d6 each. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. And then with my weapon specialization, another 5, so 17.
That does it. That does it. That's the killing blow. What do we see?
Basically, I just pop off 3 right to its head, and the last one, like, basically a brain shot.
Okay. All the enemies are defeated. I know it's 10. Should we pause it here for next session?
Sounds good to me.
I
Yeah.
have an early day tomorrow.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Okay.
natural stopping point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this feels natural to me, and
Also-
we'll just pick it up.
Is it wrong that in a way that I kind of hope this ally was going to be killed just so we have full access to all 310s?
Is this
Shadow corruption, baby.
I think
I'm glad that he's not because